Les and Shigasun, my name is Les. I'm from Balsam Bay, Manitoba originally. But I lived most of my life in Edmonton, and I used to just hear my dad and my grandma and my chapan tell stories about how they grew up. Living off the land, net fish, eat all kind of wild deer. I hear those stories and my dad said they used to have dances. Everybody in the extended family all live in one community, right? And they would get together in the evening and play fiddle and have dances, right? That's how I became connected to all that stuff through kinship, right? So our identity as Métis, why we're a nation, why we're a people, is because of kinship. My grandma would say they net fish and everybody shared it because their whole community was all extended family. Everybody shared it. Now when we're talking about the extended family, that extends not just to people, everybody being related, but everything in the land too, that's also our relative. Our moons are named after things in nature, right? Because we're following what's happening in nature. The way I know October is kiskinohamâtowin. Kiskinohamâtowin is like when we get our first frost. Right to the probably middle of the month, there'll still be geese flying south. There's chickens coming out trying to get full. Animals walk around trying to get full. And as a result of that, they're all active because they're trying to put on fat for winter because they know scarce is coming. So us, we're doing the same thing this time of year. We like to get food, net fish, hunt. The early part of the month, moose are still running. And me with the hide, once it comes winter, it's hard to do a hide because you have to soak it in water before you do it. So the hide's gonna freeze. So it becomes harder. You have to have a warm place that you could work it and set it up. So me right now, I'm in a rush to get all my hides done before that first frost comes. So kiskinohamâtowin, that's how I know it. So what we're doing today is we're softening the hide. So this is a moose that already been hunted, skinned, the hide been fleshed. All the flesh is left on after skinning, all been taken off. The hair all been taken off. Scrape down one more layer on the hair side. Tanning solution, brains and lard and grated up sunlight bar soap put into the hide. Okay, now from that stage on, right now you just have a raw hide. It's not going to be soft, it's stiff. So what we're doing is we're taking it from that stage of rawhide and we're softening it to where you would be able to make clothes. So that's what we're doing today. The pushing into it stretches it a little bit, right? And you're scratching the outside. You're kind of trying to break it down a little bit. I can see some of these spots where it should have been scraped down a little bit more, thinned a little more. I think it's gonna be okay. It already feels like it's turning quite a bit soft. You can see right here, this is the hump. All this down here. That's why it's so thick. See how thick it is there? So old days, that's what you use for moccasin soles, right? The hump in the neck. Hide tanning is a part of like traditional economics. That's how we're making a living. It's not just food and clothes. That's also education. That's also governance, okay? So you look at all the knowledge that goes into doing a hide, all the nuances that go into it. The old ladies that are pros, and all these other ladies helping out. You have people cooking on the fire at the same time. You have little kids running around, playing. Other young girls that want to learn how to tan hide, they want to be good at hide tanning. Same thing, they'll seek her out and bring her gifts, make a relationship with her, and help her do all her hides. So they can learn, them too, they can learn how to be just as good of hide tanners. The little kids even running around playing, they see the respect that old lady has. They see the way that other people talk to that lady, the way she directs, and they learn from that. They learn, they remember that good feeling, having fun, being out on the land playing. Their grandma just working hides. They always will associate love with that. They're learning the skills to live a good life out on the land. Through the relationships that are there between the little kids, to kids that are a little older, to the young ladies and to the women that are working with the old lady, all across those relationships, well, there's education going on. There's knowledge getting passed on, communicated between them while the work's being done. Now, when it comes to Métis, in recent history, the last 60, 70 years, okay, hide tanning is a practice that's fallen off from us a lot. And that's the thing that's one of the things that really makes me like want to do it, want to reclaim it. Something that, you know, we're reclaiming for ourselves to be able to do this. When you get your clothes, your food, the only thing you're depending on the land, our mother, and you're depending on yourself to get it done. Our family, our community. So yeah, that's how we have our independence.